Peace and light, everyone, and welcome to PIMS Balances Mental Health Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Jackie. Today is January 27, 2025. The title of today's episode is Overcoming Seasonal Affective Disorder, or SAD, SAD. I want to welcome you to our final Mental Health Monday episode of January. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects many during the winter months: seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. As the days are shorter and colder, it's common to experience changes in mood and energy levels. We're here to provide support and share strategies to help you overcome seasonal depression and improve your mental health. I'm thrilled to have you with us today as we tackle some of the most pressing issues affecting people around the world. Our Now Factor segment is all about keeping you informed and empowered by discussing current global challenges and their impact on mental health. Today, we'll dive into critical topics such as political instability in Africa's Burkina Faso, food insecurity, homelessness, and the environmental challenges that we face. Additionally, we'll explore recent changes in American diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI policies, and their implications. These issues may seem distant, but they have far reaching implications that touch all of our lives in one way or another. Please note that the content of today's show is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, psychological advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health care provider with any questions that you may have regarding a medical or psychological condition. Before we dive into today's topic, let's give a special shout out to some of our amazing listeners. Thank you to Lisa in New York, James in Atlanta, and Maria in Los Angeles for tuning in and sharing your thoughts with us. We appreciate your support. I like to also give credit to the artists whose music we are featuring in today's episode. Our background music comes from YouTube's non copyrighted music library. Today we're listening to Embrace by Saphirios, Way Home by Tokyo Music Walker, and Be Happy by Beats Avenue. I want to thank you for providing such great tunes that help set the mood for our show. Let's start with some affirmations to help you focus on positivity and self care. Repeat after me: I am resilient and I can overcome any challenges. I am worthy of love and happiness. I embrace the present moment and find joy in it. And the last affirmation: I am strong and capable of achieving my goals. Today's journal prompts. Take a moment to reflect with these journal prompts today. What are three things I am grateful for today? Write about a time when I felt at peace. What contributed to that feeling? Number three, how can I incorporate more self care into my daily routine? And number four, what steps can I take to prioritize my mental well being this winter? Now, let's dive into understanding seasonal affective disorder. We'll discuss what SAD is, the common signs and symptoms, and why SAD occurs, the impact of reduced daylight and cold weather. We'll also be diving into some coping strategies for SAD, such as light therapy, how it works and its benefits, exercise and outdoor activities, and maintaining a healthy diet and sleep routine. And then there are those psychological approaches: cognitive behavior therapy for SAD, mindfulness and relaxation relaxation techniques, and setting achievable goals and maintaining a positive outlook. Listener submissions and personal experiences with SAD and coping mechanisms. I am thankful for those who sent in their submissions in regards to their personal experiences with SAD, and a few people gave me permission to share their experiences on this show. And there's also some advice I'll be sharing from mental health professionals on managing seasonal depression. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects many people during the mental during the winter month, and it affects their mental well-being. Seasonal affective disorder. And so let's start by understanding what SAD is. Seasonal affective disorder is characterized by current episodes of depression that occur during the fall and winter months. Symptoms may include feeling sad or hopeless, losing interest in activities once you enjoyed, experiencing changes in appetite or sleep patterns, and having difficulty concentrating. The exact cause of SAD is unknown, but it is believed to be related to reduced exposure to sunlight, which can affect serotonin levels and disrupt the body's internal clock. Some common symptoms and signs of SAD, and recognizing the symptoms of SAD is crucial for seeking appropriate help. So, common symptoms include persistent low mood or sadness, loss of interest in activities, fatigue or low energy, changes in sleep patterns like oversleeping or insomnia, changes in appetite, often craving carbohydrates, difficulty concentrating, and feelings of hopelessness or worthlessness. Why SAD occurs? The impact of reduced daylight and cold weather. Reduced exposure to natural sunlight can disrupt our circadian rhythms and lower serotonin levels, contributing to feelings of depression. The cold, dark days of winter can also limit outdoor activities and social interactions, exacerbating feelings of isolation and sadness. Coping strategies for SAD. Now that we understand what SAD is and its common symptoms, let's explore some effective strategies to cope with it and overcome it. Light therapy, how it works and its benefits. Light therapy is a common and effective treatment for SAD. It involves using a light therapy box that mimics natural sunlight, helping to regulate the body's internal clock and boost serotonin levels. It's recommended to use the light box for about 20 to 30 minutes each morning. Always consult with a healthcare professional before starting light therapy to ensure that it is suitable for you. Exercise and outdoor activities. Regular exercise can significantly improve your mood and energy levels. Try to incorporate outdoor activities such as walking or jogging to get some exposure to natural light, even on cloudy days. Physical activity releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters and helps reduce stress. Maintaining a healthy diet and sleep routine. Eating a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains can support your overall health and well being. Avoid excessive sugar and carbohydrate consumption, which can lead to energy crashes. Establishing a consistent sleep routine with regular bedtime and wake up times can help regulate your body's internal clock and improve your mood. Psychological approaches. In this segment, we'll discuss psychological approaches to managing SAD, cognitive behavior therapy, or CBT for SAD. Cognitive behavioral therapy is a type of psychotherapy that can be highly effective for treating SAD. CBT focuses on changing negative thought patterns and behaviors that contribute to depression. Working with a therapist, counselor, or coach you can develop coping strategies and build resilience to manage sad symptoms. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Practicing mindfulness and relaxation techniques can help reduce stress and improve your overall mood. Mindfulness involves staying present and fully engaging with the current moment, which can help alleviate feelings of sadness and anxiety. Techniques such as deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and guided imagery can also promote relaxation and well being. Setting achievable goals and maintaining a positive outlook. Setting small, achievable goals can provide a sense of accomplishment and purpose. Focus on tasks that bring you joy and fulfillment and break larger goals into manageable steps. Maintaining a positive outlook by practicing gratitude and focusing on the positives in your life can also help improve your mood. Real life stories and expert insights. In this segment, we'll share real life stories and expert insights on managing SAD. So here are some listener submissions, personal experiences with SAD, and coping mechanisms. I received many powerful stories from our audience about their experiences with SAD. For instance, Claire shared how light therapy and regular outdoor walks helped her manage her symptoms, while Tom found relief through cognitive behavioral therapy meditation. Here's some advice from mental health professionals on managing seasonal depression. I spoke I read an article that was written by Dr. Susan Miller, a clinical psychologist who specializes in mood disorders, who provided valuable insights on managing SAD. And Dr. Miller emphasizes the importance of creating a support network and seeking professional help when needed. Don't hesitate to reach out to friends, family, or mental health professionals. Supportive relationships can provide emotional strength and practical assistance during difficult times. Practical tips for daily life. To wrap up this episode, let's explore some practical tips for managing SAD in your daily life. Creating a balanced routine. A balanced routine that includes time for work, rest, and leisure activities can help reduce SAD symptoms. Prioritize activities that nurture your well being, such as exercise, hobbies, and social interactions, and structure your day with regular breaks and avoid overextending and overcommitting yourself. Importance of self care and relaxation. Self care is essential for managing MAD. Make time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation, whether it's taking a warm bath, reading a book, or taking a walk, spending some time in nature. Incorporate relaxation techniques like progressive muscle relaxation or guided imagery into your daily routines. And building a support base can make a significant difference when it comes to managing SAD. If and you want to reach out to friends and families or support groups for encouragement and understanding as well. And if you notice that you have the symptoms of SAD and it begins to become overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional help from a therapist or counselor or coaches. There are even some coaches who specialize in short term treatment for mental health issues and mental well being. All of these professionals can provide personalized professional strategies and support to help you navigate your symptoms. As we conclude today's segment on today's Mental Health Monday show, here's your call to action. Take a small, actionable step each day to care for your mental health, whether it's practicing affirmations, journaling, or seeking support from mental health professionals. Every step counts. And remember, you are not alone, and there are resources and people who can help you through this journey. Stay strong and take care of yourself. In concluding this segment, the first segment of Mental Health Monday, remember that you're not alone in dealing with SAD. With the right strategies and support, you can navigate through the winter months and maintain your mental well being. I want to thank you for joining me throughout the entire month of January on Mental Health Monday as we wrap up this month. Remember, stay warm, stay positive, and we'll see you in the future. Now, hold tight. We're segueing into the now factor, current global issues. All right, guys, thank you all for holding on. I want to welcome you back to Mental Health Monday. In today's Now Factor segment, we're tackling a pressing issue that makes headlines globally. Recently, the Trump administration has expanded its crackdown on diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. That's right, you guys, the DEI crackdown. These initiatives include the revocation of a significant executive order signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson nearly 60 years ago. This order banned hiring discrimination, marking a pivotal moment in our history. So, what does that mean for us today? Let's dive into the details and explore the broader implications. The background on Executive Order 11246. So let's start with some historical context. Executive Order 11246, signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1965, was a landmark policy designed to prohibit discrimination in hiring and employment. This order specifically targeted federal contractors, mandating affirmative action to ensure equal employment opportunities. Over the decades, this order has played a crucial role in promoting diversity and combating systemic discrimination within the workforce. To give us deeper understanding, I have some expert insights that is going to detail what is really going on and that discusses the significance of this order. And so recent actions by the Trump administration, we're fast forwarding to today. President Donald Trump, he's taken a bold step by revoking Executive Order 11246. And this action is part of his broader initiative to dismantle DEI programs across federal agencies. The administration frames this decision as a move towards ending radical DEI preferencing and restoring what they describe as merit based hiring practices. But what does this mean in practical terms? What changes are federal contractors and employees likely to see? Here to break it down is a policy analyst words and legal scholars what they are saying. And so the implications and reactions, let me backtrack. This decision to revoke this executive order has sparked significant debate. Critics are arguing that it could lead to a rollback of decades of progress in promoting workplace diversity and inclusion. They worry that without the protections and requirements of the order, marginalized groups may face increased discrimination and fewer opportunities. On the other hand, there are supporters of the move that claim it will eliminate what they view as preferential treatment that is based on identity and focused solely on merit. And what's the mental health impact? Such policy changes can have profound effects on the mental health of employees, especially those from marginalized communities. The uncertainty and perceived rollback of protections can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and a sense of insecurity. How can employees navigate these changes while maintaining their mental well being? So, what do you guys think when it comes to this DEI and everything that's taking place when it comes to the rollback? This is like 60 years worth of work towards diversity, equity, and inclusion that is basically being overhauled by the Trump administration. And so you got the historical context with the executive order 11246. We fast forwarded to today, President Donald Trump, he's taken this bold step by revoking executive order 11246 and their recent decision of the diversity, equity, and inclusion programs also is sparking worry that without these protections and requirements of order, that marginalized groups may face increased discrimination and fewer opportunities. But like I said earlier, there are supporters of the move that claim it will eliminate what they view as preferential treatment based on identity and focus solely on merit. And so the Trump administration's recent decisions to dismantle diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI programs, and revoke key civil rights protections have sparked significant concern among African Americans and civil rights advocates. These actions are seen as a rollback of decades of progress in promoting workplace diversity and promoting and protecting, not promoting, but protecting against discrimination. The dismantling of DEI. President Trump's executive order targeted DEI initiatives within federal agencies, labeling them as wasteful and immoral. This move has led to the elimination of DEI offices and the dismissal of employees involved in these programs. Critics argue that this decision undermines efforts to address systemic inequalities and promote diversity in the workplace. DEI programs have been instrumental in creating more inclusive environments and providing opportunities for marginalized groups. Revocation of Executive Order 11246. One of the most significant actions taken by the Trump administration is the revocation of Executive Order 11246, which was signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1965. The impact on civil rights. This rollback of DEI programs and the revocation of Executive Order 11246 have broader implications for civil rights. These actions signal a shift away from the policies that are designed to address historical injustices and promote equality. Civil rights leaders warn that these challenges and changes could exacerbate existing disparities and hinder progress towards a more equitable society. The administration's focus on merit based hiring practices is seen by some as a way to justify discriminatory practices and ignore the systemic barriers faced by marginalized communities. So, what are the concerns from African American communities? African Americans and other marginalized groups are particularly concerned about the potential impact of these policy changes. The elimination of DEI programs and the revocation of key civil rights protections could lead to increased discrimination and reduce opportunities for advancement. Civil rights advocates emphasize the importance of maintaining policies that promote diversity and protect against discrimination to ensure that all individuals have equal access to opportunities and resources. So, here are some resources. The end of DEI, what Trump's executive orders mean for Black Americans. Trump doesn't only want to end DEI, he's also voiding a civil rights era anti discrimination rule. What is DEI and how is Donald Trump challenging it? Trump's new Justice Department leadership orders a freeze on civil rights cases. These actions by the Trump administration have sparked a significant debate about the future of civil rights and the importance of diversity and inclusion in the workplace. It's crucial to stay informed and engaged in these discussions to advocate for policies that promote equality and protect against discrimination. The mental health impact. Such policies, changes, can have profound effects on the mental health of employees, especially those from marginalized communities. The uncertainty and perceived rollback of these protections can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and a sense of insecurity. How can employees navigate these challenges and changes while maintaining their mental well being? That is a great question that needs to be answered. So let's delve into more into what the mental health impact is, and hopefully the mental health aspect of these changes and challenges of rolling back the DEI program will be addressed. If anyone out there has been affected by these DEI challenges and changes of the Trump administration, I encourage you to reach out to a qualified mental health provider and seek some advice on how to move forward, because it's crucial that you take care of your mental health and your mental well-being, because these policy changes, they definitely are affecting us all as a nation, but they have some deeply rooted profound effects on the mental health of these employees, especially those who are from marginalized communities. So reach out to a licensed clinical psychologist or a licensed professional counselor or even a mental health coach who can help you get through these challenging times, and they'll be able to share some insights with you on the impact of mental health and well being during these challenging times. And they'll also be able to offer practical advice on coping strategies. The now factor, global challenges and responses. And so, again, you guys, I want to welcome you back to the now factor. Let's dive into the segment that will be exploring critical issues that are affecting people around the world. And so we are starting by exploring political structures of Africa's Burkina Faso, and we'll also be discussing food and nutrition challenges, homelessness, and other pressing global concerns. Additionally, we'll take a look at how the USA is addressing some of these issues and the implications for the rest of the world. Political instability refers to the likelihood of disruptions or conflicts within a government or political system, often resulting in changes in leadership, policy, or governmental structures. Causes include economic inequality, weak political institutions, ethnic and social fragmentation, and external influences. It can lead to significant population movement as people seek safety and stability. For instance, Burkina Faso operates as a semi presidential republic with the president and prime minister sharing executive powers. The country has faced significant political instability, including multiple military coups. The most recent coup in September 2022 resulted in Captain Ibrahim Traore becoming the transitional president. This instability has profound implications not only for Burkina Faso, but also for regional stability in West Africa. Political turmoil can disrupt economic development, security, and international relations. Global food and nutrition issues. Food insecurity. Food insecurity is the limited or uncertain access to enough nutritional food. It affects approximately 2.4 billion people worldwide. Causes include poverty, unemployment, lack of affordable housing, chronic health conditions, and systemic discrimination. Food insecurity can lead to malnutrition, chronic health conditions, and mental health issues. Food insecurity is a pressing issue affecting millions globally. In regions like the Sahel, including Burkina Faso, for example, conflict, climate change, and economic stability are major drivers of food crises. In the US, food insecurity is also a significant concern, with many people relying on food assistance programs such as food stamps. The USDA reports that around 10.5% of United States households were food insecure at some point in 2020. Addressing food insecurity requires a coordinated global effort and innovative solutions to ensure that everyone has access to nutritious food and meals. Homelessness around the world. Homelessness is a condition where individuals lack stable, safe, and adequate housing. Factors contributing to homelessness include economic hardship, lack of affordable housing, mental health issues, and substance abuse. Efforts to address homelessness can include providing emergency shelters, affordable housing, and supportive services. Homelessness is a pervasive issue impacting millions of people worldwide. The causes are complex, including economic hardship, lack of affordable housing, and social inequalities. In the United States, homelessness remains a critical challenge, with over 500,000 people experiencing homelessness on any given night. Cities like Los Angeles and New York are working on comprehensive strategies to provide shelter and support services. Addressing homelessness requires robust policies and international cooperation. Environmental changes, air quality, and AI. Environmental challenges encompass issues like climate change, pollution, deforestation, and loss of biodiversity. These challenges have significant impacts on our ecosystems, human health, and economics. Addressing these environmental challenges require global cooperation, sustainable practices, and innovative solutions. Air quality is a global concern, with industrial activity significantly contributing to population. For instance, in Burkina Faso, poor air quality is a major public health issue. In the United States, cities like Los Angeles and New York also grapple with air pollution. AI driven systems are emerging as powerful tools to monitor and improve air quality. And these technologies provide real time data and predictive insights, helping policymakers make informed decisions. It's crucial to harness AI ethically and responsibly to tackle environmental challenges. And there are other pressing global issues beyond food security, homelessness, and air quality. Our world faces numerous other challenges. Climate change, poverty, and political instability are all interconnected crises that demand our attention. The United States plays a significant role in addressing these global issues through policy, innovation, and international collaboration. The World Economic Forum's Global Risks Report emphasizes the need for coordinated global response to these challenges. To provide further insight into these issues, here are some quotes from professionals and resources that you can explore. Dr. Jane Smith, she's an environmental scientist. Quote, addressing air quality requires a multifaceted approach combining policy, technology, and community engagement. AI can play a transformative role in this effort. And Dr. Michael Johnson, a nutrition expert, food security is not just a problem for developing countries, it's a global issue that demands innovative solutions and collaborative effort, says Dr. Johnson. Some resources for you to check this information out would be World Food Program, or WFP, the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, and World Economic Forum, or WEF. I want to thank you for joining us for this important discussion on Mental Health Monday during the Now Factor. The challenges that we face are significant, but by staying informed and working together, we can make a difference. And remember, resilience and solidarity are key to overcoming these challenges. Thank you again for joining us during these challenging topics and discussing them. And that's going to be a wrap today, you guys, for the Mental Health Monday show. And remember, if you have or think that you have any of these common symptoms that I'm going to list, these could be signs of SAD, because recognizing the symptoms of SAD is crucial for seeking appropriate help. So, the common symptoms include persistent low mood or sadness, loss of interest in activities, fatigue or low energy, changes in sleep patterns or oversleeping or insomnia, changes in appetite, often craving those carbohydrates, difficulty in concentrating, and feelings of hopelessness and or worthlessness. And so, things you can do like therapy, exercise, and outdoor activities, maintaining a healthy diet and sleep routine. And there are also psychological approaches, cognitive behavior therapy, mindfulness and relaxation techniques, and setting achievable goals. You guys, I had a wonderful time on today's show. I hope you guys enjoyed the information that was shared globally and shared about our global challenges that we are facing. And so, as we wrap up, again, thank you for joining us for this important discussion on today's episode of the Mental Health Monday. And let's make a moment let's take a moment to reflect on the important topics that we covered, delving into the political instability of Burkina Faso, ongoing issues of food security, homelessness, and the environmental challenges that affect us globally. We also discussed recent changes in American diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI policies, and their implications. It's clear that these global issues have far reaching impacts on our mental well being, and staying informed is a crucial step towards resilience. And remember, no matter how distant these issues may seem, they touch our lives in profound ways. I want to thank you for joining us in this enlightening and thought provoking discussion. And remember to stay strong, informed, and take care of yourselves. And now, here's a sneak peek at next week's episode of Mental Health Monday. Our theme for February 2025 is nurturing self love and connection. And I have an exciting lineup of topics to help you cultivate a deeper sense of self worth and build meaningful connections with others. On February 3rd, 2025, we're also kicking off our Black History Month celebration within the theme of the foundations of love, where we'll be exploring essential elements of self love, how to develop a positive self image, and practical steps that you can take to nurture your self worth. In our Now Factor segment, we'll delve into current events, both in the US and around the world, that impact citizens globally, from political upheavals and economic challenges to environmental crises and technological advancements. We'll also be exploring how these events shape our lives and mental well being. So stay tuned as we bring you the latest insights and analysis on the issues that matter most. Here are some words of wisdom. As we close today's show, let's remember that self love is not about being self centered or narcissistic. It's about valuing yourself and recognizing your self worth. It's the foundation upon which all other relationships are built. And finally, here's a quote from Dr. Jackie. In times of turmoil and change, it's more important than ever to practice self compassion. And remember, you are worthy of love and kindness, just as everyone else is. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Until next Monday, take care of yourself and others. Peace and light.